New Disney movie should make for some funsies. Zootopia. Before we get started in this review, I'm going to tell you guys this video is brought to you by Loot Crate. If you don't know what Loot Crate is, I have no idea what rock you've been living under. Monthly subscription service, less than 20 bucks a month. They send you a box full of nerdy stuff that you don't need, but you probably love to have. So Zootopia is a Disney animated film about a place, Zootopia. Animals ultimately now have the characteristics of human beings, but they still look like the animals they are. Otherwise known as most any Disney movie ever. I don't know why I had to explain that just now, because it's Disney. It's what they do. But there's a city called Zootopia that ultimately accommodates a lot of the habitats of a lot of different animals. They all live there in harmony. Kind of, well, mostly in harmony. Kind of in harmony like human beings live in harmony, where it's like in harmony, but not. Because they put up with a lot of the social stigmas that we human beings in our world put up with. And that's some of the point in this movie. This movie addresses social issues that we human beings deal with, but it's like animals. But the main star of this movie is Judy Hopps. She's a little bunny rabbit who wants to be a cop in Zootopia. It's really unusual because usually the cops are these huge animals with big stature, but not Judy Hopps. She's a little bunny rabbit. But she has heart and she wants to make a difference. No one's taking her seriously. And then she runs across this really slick fox named Nick Wilde. He's a con artist, and they together are trying to solve a missing person, really. And this movie was really cool. It was really cute. It was really enjoyable. First of all, I love the chemistry between these two. Hopps and Wilde were both awesome, man. If I can have a t-shirt with the fox on it, I will get it. This is one of the coolest, slick, sly animals I've seen in a movie in a while. Probably because most of the movies I watch with animals, they don't actually talk. Probably why this one's a little slicker than most. But no, the movie hit the notes it was going for. It succeeded in doing what it was trying to do, which is entertain us, intrigue us, have great banter between two great characters, and more importantly, metaphorically, in kind of an on-the-nose fashion, address social issues and parameters that we human beings do. And I thought it was an interesting way of doing it. I mean, we see it on Facebook day in, day out all the time. They're called tweets and posts, and we see them everywhere. But when you do them in an entertaining movie with animals as a metaphor, it's a little funnier in a way that's accessible. Another great thing about this movie is the animals, they walk, talk like human beings, but they haven't lost any of their animal characteristics. And when you take animal characteristics and apply it to human beings, it makes for some really funny stuff. We are just as absurd. We're probably more absurd than any animal I can think of. You take the duck-billed platypus, I'm like, I've seen weirder in human beings. It's really hard to find a movie that can entertain kids and adults alike. Usually it's like, hey, this movie is for kids. Adults are gonna be bored. I like to think that most movies that are aimed towards kids try to hit both demographics. Zootopia is one of those rare cases where I'm like, that succeeded. Adults and kids are both going to have a good time in this movie. Ultimately, Zootopia was a great time. It had great characters, great chemistry between the two characters. This is some solid animated chemistry right here. It had good intrigue, good comedy, which surprised me. I mean, it's February. I'm not saying all movies in February are bad, clearly. I'm just saying February doesn't strike me as a time when Disney's gonna make their move with a really good movie like this. But they didn't. I will say Zootopia is definitely worth watching and definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. And remember, this video is brought to you by Loot Crate. You can use promo code JeremyJahns, save yourself 10%. The theme in March is Versus. Check this out. On their website, they're like, all right, by Versus, we mean Dark Knight versus Man of Steel, Alien versus Predator, Spock versus Mirror Spock. I don't know what's in this crate. I don't know if there is an evil Spock goatee in the, I'm just saying if there is an evil Spock goatee, I'm wearing it all the time. All right, so Zootopia, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite Disney animated movie post the year 2000? Oh yeah, no going back to the classics, post 2000. Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.